Hello there everyone, and as promised, I am back for another episode of Mods for Monday, which this would make it episode number 29. I do have a few mods from one of my current favourite mod creators, and that is Mjoll, which in many previous episodes we have looked into quite a few of the mods that they have made. We are even having a look at some changes to the island of Solstheim, which I haven't done too many mods for that area, but I do want to do more. But for now, just sit back, relax, and please enjoy the mods I have to show you. For the first mod for this episode is JK's Raven Rock, which is the main town that you find in Solstheim. It is the first place that you actually set foot in upon arrival when you travel there through the boat. This mod is an enhanced overhaul of Raven Rock, if it wasn't that obvious, but this is going to help give that place a bit more life to it by adding some new lights, fences, and some cool flags just to brighten the place up. All the textures, they've also been enhanced to make the place look even more beautiful. This has even been heavily fortified with this thick massive wall that now surrounds the place. By doing that, it's now going to help keep all that bad stuff out that is creeping around Solstheim, apart from the Reiklings, because those things are hiding in literally everything. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some already hiding around the town. Moving on to mod number 2, we have the Killer Rabbit of Caerbannog. No idea if that's how you pronounce it. This one is just an Easter egg mod, and I had to download it because it just looked funny. But if, like me, you love a good old superstitious story, we have this small, cute, innocent little rabbit that has a hunger for the residents of Skyrim. From the description of this mod, it seems to have had some inspiration from 1975's Monty Python and The Holy Grail, which, if you haven't seen it, it's a great watch. I highly recommend going to give it a look. You are going to find this little rabbit amongst countless corpses, while the rabbit is also drenched in blood, and it's just casually hopping around the location like nothing's wrong. It does add a new place called Cave or Caerbannog, which is out there for us to discover. But yeah, I did try attacking it just to sort of see what would happen if it would try and attack us back. But this really weird thing happened, not quite sure about. I'm not really sure about it. But overall, it's just a cool little Easter egg to discover while playing this game. It's pretty funny. I'd like to see people being taken out by this little rabbit. Mod number 3 is called Igni the Fire Atronach Cat, which is a mod from Mjoll. This is a conjuration spell that you can find at an unmarked location, which is known as the Hawker Standing Stones. This is just northeast of Highgate Ruins, on a small island with some Nordic ruins around it. You're going to find a book by a burnt corpse. The corpse is literally hugging it, so you can't miss it. All you got to do is pick it up, go in your inventory, learn the spell. It does say though that Igni is invulnerable and essential. Therefore, once you summon it, the cat cannot be killed. It has been programmed to just run away and find a safe space during any combat. I did test this out myself, mainly by me attacking it because I was trying to get rid of the conjuration of Igni. So I thought I'll just attack it and just run away and hid. But it is a cool little thing just to have running around. It's like in ESO, you can have the non-combatant pets and they just follow you around. It's kind of like that. I really do like the look of it. I think it's pretty cool. But it would be even better if it did have some combat capabilities. Even if it's doing some sort of fire attacks or even some sort of fire magic, I think it would be pretty awesome. But it is quite nice just having this thing running around alongside you. This next mod is called Mjoll the Lioness Replacer Standalone, which is a type of mod that I have never looked at in this series. I have wanted to for loads. I've got a whole list of these that I originally wanted to look at, but I never did. But I thought, I think it's about time we start adding these in. This will redesign the character that you can find walking around Riften. You can get her as a companion after you've completed the quest that she gives you. You've got to go off and fetch this sword. Is it Grimsphere? Once you've got that and taken it back to her, you can have her as a companion. As I said, I do need to download some more of these mods as I really do like the look that they have now given this character. It's a lot fresher, a lot more up to date. I just need to give her some better looking armor that will suit her look. Up next, with mod number 5, is called Drake Knight Armor, which really does remind me of something that you would find in a Dark Souls game. So this is a dragon-themed armor, which is heavy. Just in case you couldn't tell, I thought I'd put it in there. This will not only give you a set of epic-looking armor, you're also going to get a weapon alongside this. So both the armor and the weapon, these are going to give the same stats and recipes as the vanilla dragon scale dragon plate armor. You can also have a glowing effect, and the creator has listed the instructions on exactly how to do that on the Nexus mod page. I really do like the look of this armor and would definitely wear this to really put the fear in the eyes of all of Dragonborn's enemies. The gauntlets on it look really sharp, so I would not want to take a hit from those. Mod number 6 is something I didn't really notice until I saw this mod. I never knew this, but now I know. I can't stop seeing it. This is called Windhelm Fence 3D, which will change the fences in this place to actually make them look 3D. As a lot of them were not. They were just flat. I did not know this until I properly looked because of this mod. By making them 3D, it really does change the way the area looks. I'm telling you, these small little mods really do help change the way the game looks, and really does help make areas like this look even more beautiful, even though they are changing just such small details. This next one is for those lovers out there of thick, massive swords. Here we have Seeing Horde Guillotine, which is a fully craftable weapon, but you do have an option to loot this in random places around the world of Skyrim. That also means that enemies can wield this, so I just hope that no Draugr Deathlord will come charging at you with this weapon, because it is pretty massive. I personally would be pretty terrified. You can upgrade this, so it is possible to make this even stronger, and even though it doesn't come with any enchantments, you are going to be able to put any ones on that you please. There's no restrictions on what ones you can have it, as long as it is for a weapon. I do like massive swords, but I probably wouldn't use it. I do think this would look excellent as a decoration at the player home, but I actually can't wait to try and find an enemy that's wielding this and fight them with it. It's going to be funny. This next one might be the last one of this mod type, but I could be wrong because I thought about that about the last one. This mod is called Summon Ancient Lightning Wyrm. We have seen an ice one and a fire one, and now we have a skeleton lightning dragon that we can summon. Like the others, we need to steal the spellbook, and it is located within the Riverwood. If you go inside the merchants there, just go upstairs, you're going to see it straight away. You just got to quickly steal it. You got to do it quick before they run upstairs wondering what the hell you're doing. Just like the other two, this is going to level with the player all the way up to level 100, so this dragon is just going to get even stronger. It will also have 100% elemental shock damage resistance, which I kind of expected being a dragon of lightning. And this has a lightning appearance. If you really want to see it at its best, it's much more visible at night. All three of these summon spells are absolutely epic, and I think it will be hilarious to be able to summon all three out at the same time. The Civil War would have ended so much quicker. We now have another character replacer for mod number 9. This one is going to replace the Blacksmiths, Alva, Balmund, and Lod. It's just going to give all three of these blacksmiths a fresh new look, giving them a lot more facial details with much better textures. I can really see why people are downloading these mods, as all the ones that I have seen so far, the new redesigns are just brilliant. Highly recommend getting some of these downloaded. Or the last mod of the episode is another armor and some weapons that have been based straight off a game series that I love, while also just stressing me the hell out. That title of the game is Dark Souls, specifically the third installment. The mod itself is called Soul of Cinders and Weapons, which is inspired from the Soul of Cinders from the game. For those who've had the pleasures of fighting them, please let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, these are fully craftable at the forge, and you're going to be able to make the Helm of Cinder, Armor of Cinder, Gauntlets of Cinder, Boots of Cinder, Coiled Catalyst, Coiled Curved Greatsword, Coiled Longsword, Coiled Sword. And there are 2 versions of these, so you just have a bog standard one and an enchanted version. They have all got individual enchantments, so it's worth having a proper good look at them. Obviously you're going to wear the enchanted version, I mean, why would you not? This is such a well-made mod, and I'm in love with it. I feel like if the Soul of Cinders were in Skyrim, I would love to take this boss to the highest peak and Fusro Dar the hell out of it right off the top. Just like you do with the annoying fan from the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, just send them flying. It's what they deserve. There we have it, 10 mods for this week's episode, both old and new. I do hope you enjoy and liked these mods. Please do let me know which ones that you like, which ones are your favorites, and let me know if you would actually use them during your playthroughs down in the comments below. All there is left to say is thank you so much for coming by and watching. Please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, and I am going to see you all next week for another episode of Mods for Monday. Goodbye.